United Cities and Local Governments for Africa and its flagship project, the African Local Government Academy, is pleased to announce the first free massive online open course we call MOOCs, developed in partnership with the Institute of Housing and Development Studies, which is part of Erasmus University in Rotterdam.
The effects of climate change are being felt globally already, particularly for the African continent. This would mean increase of average temperature with more extreme events that will be experienced across the whole continent. This would include sea level rise, floods in coastal areas, whereas inland would be experienced more droughts and less rainfall. Following this journey in our MOOC, we are going to address the following questions. How can we plan for climate change adaptation and mitigation in African cities? What climate change adaptation and mitigation mean for African cities? And how climate change actions can support local development objectives? First, we introduce climate change and its connections to urbanization. Second, we discuss in the context of African cities the drivers of urban climate risk and vulnerability. In addition, we examine typologies of climate adaptation responses, and particularly we discuss them in the context of governance with regard of applying climate resilience in cities. Together with different experts on climate change and partner organizations from around the world, we will answer the key questions on how to plan for climate change in African cities. We also introduce approaches for assessing climate vulnerabilities and tools for facilitating participation of stakeholders in setting priorities for climate change actions. We provide examples of how local governments in Africa respond and adapt to climate change and highlight opportunities for integrating climate change in local development actions. As climate change is widely recognized as one of the most important global challenges that humankind is facing, we hope to equip you with the right tools and skills on how to plan for climate change planning in cities, from identifying climate change impacts to prioritizing climate change actions to adapt and reduce these impacts. Join us in our learning journey. Take the first action on climate change by enhancing your knowledge and understanding how you can plan for climate change in African cities.
For more information on this free MOOC, Planning for Climate Change in African Cities, go and visit our stand here today to register your interest, or visit us at www.ihs.nl/MOOCs.